Hi, this is Julia Viabout, the CEO and Creative Director of Novaby. We're an award-winning augmented reality studio specializing in AR placemaking, space activations, and tours. Augmented reality, or AR, uses people's own mobile phones to insert digital objects into their real-world surroundings, both on-site and remotely. It can be used to provide fully virtual or mixed reality experiences that combine the real and virtual worlds. So why has AR been getting so much attention lately? Well, first of all, it's COVID friendly since it uses people's own mobile phones. But more importantly, unlike other tech, it appeals to men and women equally, as well as people of all ages, including self-declared non-techies. AR has been shown to increase user engagement by 200% and be 3 times more memorable. But our favorite thing about AR is that it's social. It tends to be enjoyed with friends and family in the real world. So how does AR apply to tourism and the arts? Well, placemaking, space activations, and tours have been a mainstay of the TPATH industry for years. They're really the hallmark of modern, vibrant venues and downtowns because of their proven ability to build community, increase commerce, and reduce crime. Our solution combines a proven placemaking design process with augmented reality technology to create AR experiences that foster community, attract visitors, and convert customers. In this example, we created a world-scale tour around one of Seattle's most historic but underloved blocks. Recreations of key historic features like the marquee and flag banners reconnected both residents and visitors with important history. Tappable AR murals provided access to neighborhood stories that told how block residents had paved the way for Seattle's modern arts and culture scene. Over 94% of participants said this was a great way to learn about a new neighborhood. More recently, we worked with over 100 community stakeholders in Richmond, Virginia, to create a walking tour along Monument Avenue, centering stories of Black resilience that have been undertold for over 150 years. So who are we looking to work with? We have experience working with both for-profits and nonprofits. So if you want to connect with your audience in new and more effective ways that are meaningful to them and showcase your unique story, culture, and history, we can't wait to talk with you.
Hi.
Hi, Julia. Welcome to the stage.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited to be here. Hello, everybody.
Perfect. I'm just going to activate.
I'm realizing I neglected to say in my video that all of the experiences you saw and more, we have demos here. So some of them are located remotely or from different sites from here, but we do have remote access to them as well. And that's a common feature we include, actually.
Awesome. Perfect. So if you have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat, and we'll go ahead and answer them live. All right, we have one from Andrea. As you look to the arts community or tourism, have you thought of applications?
Yes. So actually, all of what you saw were actually in the arts and tourism arena. So particularly the Richmond project, we partnered with Richmond Regional Tourism on that, as well as a number of other local stakeholders, including Virginia Museum of Fine Arts, Virginia Museum of History and Culture, and Richmond Public Schools. And so that is actually a tour. You could think of it as kind of a traditional audio visual walking tour, except the visuals in this case are actually augmented reality and they're interactive. So people along this 1.2 mile tour along Monument Avenue, they can discover augmented reality objects, interact with them to go into a deeper level of stories. Mm-hmm. And then same thing with the one on the block I showed in downtown Seattle. That's actually kind of a tour experience around the whole block that is, kind of elevating the history. People can tap on the AR murals to learn about the history of the block. Got another one we're doing up in Capitol Hill for the new AIDS Memorial Pathway, where we're creating, working with the community and the new pathway project there to create a history tour about AIDS in Seattle. Again, using kind of murals and other digital content that you tap on to get additional, get audio stories and additional visuals, and creating also overlays. That one's a really cool project because there's 4 physical real world artworks there. And so we were invited to create augmented reality interactions with those artworks. So we're working closely with the real world artists on that.
Got it. We have a lot of really good questions here and not a whole lot of time, but I want to touch on Molly's here. Do you guys do the creative artwork, or would we need to provide that?
No, well, we can do both. So we are 3D artists, creative technologists. So art is at the core of what we do, the 3D virtual art. We also do 2D digital art. The projects usually involve both. But we also work with communities and artists. So the first project you saw there called the Black Hawk Project, which was the jazz club, that's a combination of joint creation. So we created the building itself and most of the contents in there. But as you might have noticed, there were artworks on the walls there. And so we actually worked with and invited local artists there to display their work. So those were created by artists. So it's basically a digital virtual art gallery. And so we are changing those out over time. And so just like you would have an exhibition in a real gallery, we're doing the same thing there, invited, so it becomes a showcase opportunity for artists. And also the soundtrack is the same way for that. So we invited local musicians, and that'll be changed out over time as well.
Well, we have more questions than we have time for, so I would suggest folks hop into the breakout session with you that's going to be happening right after this. Thank you for your time, Julia.
Great, thank you. Look forward to chatting with everybody.
Absolutely.